All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another amazing video. Thank you so much for watching. On this video, I'm going to be talking about Titanx. A lot of you guys have some curious questions. I've been reading the comments. I'll answer a few of them. If I even managed to remember all of them at once, it would have been smart to write them all down, but it's okay. So hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. If you enjoyed this video, please at the end of the video, make sure you click the like button, subscribe. Titanx community, we are growing. We are literally taking over the whole entire crypto right now. We are making so many gains, especially for those of you that got in since the very beginning. The volume is insane. Price is down a little bit, 1%, which isn't bad at all. 5 zeros and a 3973. Barely anything at all. It's not even like at the territory of which you should be scared at. Like, we literally bounced almost perfectly to where this yellow support line is at. We dropped down another like 5 or 10%, but it got bought up really quick. Like, it spiked right back up. I think whales and people with technical analysis skills and that have been here for a long time saw this right here, and they loaded up as much as they could. So congrats to those of you that did buy in within the support level right here. Now we're just hovering within this channel. Now we are really looking forward to the future in which it can break through that 452 area. That's where we really need to, head and see how high Titanx really can go. But on the daily, we did have this bearish cross right here, which as of right now, the 1334 are two separate from each other, which means we will probably be correlating around this area for a hot minute, maybe for the next 22 days or so, at least until I think I'm pretty confident that this charting right here, since the 1334 is pretty separate, I think is going to stay somewhat flat, maybe a little bit of an upward move and maybe a little bit more of a downward trend, but nothing too big. I think that's just my own speculation until this 90 days. So another about 30 days, right? Until the next 30 days, I think this is where it's going to be correlating the chart, the candlesticks and the price charts and all that stuff. It's going to be waiting for that time period. But until then, I do have my 30-day. I have, let's see, like 4. I have some test wallets on here, right? I have 4 of these accounts in which I put a 180, a 58, and a 94 power. All of these are within 33 days to 35 days, give or take, around the 90-day time period, right? And as of right now, even at the price right now, it's still 150% ROI, around 160, give or take, which is still very profitable, man. Those of you asking if you can make, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, it's possible. Like, it really is. It's one of these projects, even if we are on day 60, it has that potential for you to be able to make that sort of money. Like, the volume is there, the burning is there, the demand is there. It's crazy, man, especially because the difficulty is increasing every single day. This is the website. If you don't know it, if you don't have the link to it, I'll leave it down below in the description. It is not a referral link. I don't get a commission from it. I'm not sponsored from it. I'm not getting paid, nothing. I'm just doing my part in making content and getting more eyes into Titanx, which recently they've been doing really good, man. So if you are a viewer, make sure you watch 70% of this video. It really does help. Even if you don't watch it or listen to it, set it aside. Let it play for 70%. If it's a 10-minute video, let it play for 7 minutes. I'm just passing on what Jake said in his tweets. We got to get that viewership and because that 70% viewership, it promotes the video out there for more people to see. And that's what we want. That's what we need. We need more people out there to see Titanx, to find it by just YouTube recommending it to them, because the more eyes, the better, the more volume, more miners, more ETH that goes into this. It's a win-win scenario. Plus, it's an extra bonus if you click the like button and you comment down below in this video. It really will trigger the algorithm really good. So now that I said that, which I appreciate those of you that do end up doing so. Now that I said that, like, the miner length, I would go no less than 100 if you are thinking about doing long term. If you're doing strategies like I am, trying to test and get your feet wet, then no less than 35, no less than like 50 days, somewhere around there. It depends on your financial status, of course, right? But if you're really wanting to make that $5,000 to $10,000 a month, then yeah, you're definitely going to have to do the miner power of 100, which you'll end up spending about 470 ish, about $500. And if you do this every 30 days, which I would recommend all the way down to 100. So that's 180 days, right? So we can divide that by 30. That's technically 6 months, right? So you would multiply that by give or take 500. So that would be a $3,000 investment right now. $3,000 will get you 6 of these, which you could also do the batch mints if you want to. That's totally up to you, or you can do them individually. That's perfectly fine, right? But you can do one every 30 days. So you would do this one like this, create miner, which I don't have enough ETH on this dummy wallet right now, but you can do it right here, create one miner, and then you would go down 30 days, which would be 250, right? And that's going to end up still being 467, but that's going to be $5,000 payout at the current price. This is a very rough estimate of the ROI. This is going to change. This is, of course, depending on the price of Titanx, but you are still early enough to where that early adopter is still there. The burn bonus, it's 0, but that burning mechanisms and tokenomics and just the creation and just the potential of Titanx is going to benefit you in the long run as well. So that you're going to work your way down all the way to day 100. You know, if your financial status is good, or I just don't know, right? Everybody's is different. Then you could maybe even skip ever so often. Maybe you can do every 50 days or every 40 days. You know, make sure you work with your funds to benefit, because what if Titanx does a 10x on day 150 and your claim days are until day 200? There's no point, because you won't be able to do anything. That's why it's really, really good to scatter your funds around. So having 6 of these on every 30 days, you'll be technically claiming about 2.5 1 month, and then it's going to grow, let's say 3,000 the next month, and then 30 days later is going to be 3,700. 30 days later is going to be 4,200. And of course, I know and I understand some of the comment section are going to say it would depend on the price of Titanx. I know, I get that, but look at the liquid supply, look at the demand, look at just the volume, everything, man. Like, instead of thinking negative and saying, well, the price is going to go down, of course, it's going to be this 4,200 could turn into $400 by the time it's claimable. Okay, think positive. Instead of being like that, say this 4,200 could double. It could be $8,400 by the time it's claimable. And it's going to profit. The ROI is going to be insane. Maybe we're in a bull run by then. Maybe the Ethereum is going to go to $5, $10, $15,000 by then, and it will benefit a whole lot more. It's worth a shot to get your feet wet. It's really good, and I've always said this, to diversify your portfolio, put your eggs in multiple different baskets, and just scatter your funds around whenever it comes to the miner links. That way it can benefit you the best. One of my wallets, I started at 280. I've said this multiple times, and I worked my way down on increments of 5, and my miner power is at 10. So I just work my way down, 275 to 270, 265, 260, so on and so forth. Some of them are increments of 10. It just really depends on how much ETH I had left over. And every, week, pretty much, after a certain time period, I'll be claiming some Titanx. It's insane how this works, and we got to take advantage of this huge opportunity for us. If you're wondering how much you need to retire, quote unquote, or get rich, you really would need about 1 billion, in my own personal opinion, 1 billion Titanx tokens in your portfolio. That's liquid. That's you being able to trade. That means you going out into the market and buying some Titanx, which that's about $4,000 worth at the current price right now. If you don't want to do that, if you want to wait, then you will have to mine, which you could be getting some good amount of coins for very, very, very cheap. Like right now, if I was to do a max, that's going to be 1.4 billion coins, and I'm going to be paying pretty much 10x less. The only downside is that miner length. I'm going to have to wait 280 days. So there's pros and cons, really. if you have, this is a big amount, and I understand, but if you have, for instance, $8,000, then you could do $4,000 of just Titanx out of the market, and then $4,000 just of doing miners, right? Or just whatever. See what happens. That's kind of stuff is what you could do. And of course, everybody's strategy is going to be different. Whatever works, whatever has been working, stick with it. Find other YouTube videos out there, support them, follow them, subscribe to them. We're growing, man. We're literally taking over YouTube itself, and this is just amazing. This is just the beginning too. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you click the like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. I'm out. Peace.